What's up, everybody? How you doing? I hope you well. Today, trading for beginners, I think first part one. Okay, we are going to do this first video. So, I'm going to bring with me this beautiful paint here, and we are going to talk about, first of all, what do you need for start trading. So, I know there is a lot of persons out there that they basically don't know anything, so we are going to start with the most basic and simple things. Okay, if I can find my mouse, that I don't know. Okay, here it is. So first of all, number one. Okay, you are going to need some cash. Not cash, basically some, let's say rather some money. Okay, if you don't have money, first you can't trade. Okay, that's the most basic principle. Number two, you are going to need a bank account. Okay, you need a bank account. Okay, why is this? Because today, most of all, if not all, the trading platforms are in internet. Okay, so you are going to need that. That's very important. There is the only way to withdraw and to deposit money into trading is with your bank account. Okay, so that's very important also. Most of the brokers, we are going to talk what is a broker. Okay, but most of the brokers, the middle people that open and close your trades, basically they need that you are the owner of your bank account. So basically the bank account, it should be with your name. Okay, so that's very important. If you use the bank account of anybody else, and if it's not with your name also, it's going to be a huge mess. Okay, so remember that, a bank account with your name. Number three, you have to be older than 18 or 21. It depends of the region where you live. Okay, years old, of course, I'm talking about that. Number four, this is where it's going to be a little bit more complicated. You are going to need a broker. Okay, what's that? What's a broker? As I told you before, a simple explication. When you want to buy, this is you, stick you, okay, with the wrong shoulder, well, something like that. Okay, this is you. So when you want to buy a share or anything of crypto or anything, basically, also FX coins, you can't buy that directly with the company or anything that you want. For example, you want to buy some Amazon shares, so you can't do it directly because you're too little to do this kind of transactions. Okay, so you are going to need what is called a broker. Okay, broker. So these brokers are the middlemen that you are going to use their systems, their platforms, to be able to buy or sell any kind of goodies that you like. Okay, so first of all, this is very important. Okay, you can't go to Amazon and say, yeah, I want to buy $1, $10 of your shares. Well, they're going to say, fuck you. Okay, so remember that you need a broker, and most of the brokers, if not all, for retail, what is a retail? Retail is simple person, okay, normal person that want to buy and sell shares. Those brokers, sorry, usually they don't buy directly shares. What they do is make some contracts, okay. So you have a contract of any share of coin or FX that you want to buy. They provide you the same prices as the real shares. So they provide you a contract here, okay, a contract where you have exactly the same shares and values of the real share or crypto or anything that you want, okay. So that's the first point, and then you sign the contract here and you have access to all this, but with a middleman, because you are too little to basically go directly to the big companies, okay. So that's why it's important a broker. So some kind of considerations when you choose a broker. First of all, there is a ton of brokers in the world, okay. So if you are a US based citizen, you are limited to some brokers that they're not going to give you too much leverage or any at all. Depends of the regulations of the country. And if you are outside, out of the US, you have some crazy brokers that can give you 1 to 500 leverage or more, okay. What is leverage? Leverage is like lending some money from the brokers, okay. When you have too little money and you want to make it grow faster, you lend some money from those persons and you can buy more with little money, but that comes with a price that you have. For example, when you lend 10 times more money than you have, for example, you have $100 and you lend $1,000. So in that case, if the price goes just 10% down, you are going to lose everything, because you're borrowing 10 times more money than what you actually have. So 10 times from 0, you have to divide that from the actual price, in that case 10 times, and you get just one of those, and you have your complete losing price, okay. So that's very important. Also, we are going to explain more in depth or more details of leverage, but today I want to do just some simple explication, most basic ideas, so don't complicate it with that. We are going to talk about that in the future, in the next video, okay. Number 5, after you have the money, you have a bank account with your name, you're older than 18 or 21 years old, depends on your region, you have your broker, you need to find another broker. Why? Because it's more possible that you have find a wrong broker, okay. So take care with that. There is some brokers that even if you win, they don't they are not going to give you any money, or they can go off of business very fast and you are never going to see your money again. So take care with those offshore brokers. Take care with those, because their registrations are in some small islands where they don't pay taxes, and they just have an office of the size of your bedroom. So remember, take care with that, okay. So choose a good broker is the number one priority here. Okay, broker. So number 6, once you have your broker, a really good one, I can call some of those like Wanda is a good one. Another one is Blueberry Markets, those are from Australia. And there is some from Latin America. No, but those are not so good. Well, I don't want to complicate you with that, because in my country you have other brokers, because every country have little different regulations. So more in that detail later. Okay, now number 6, once you have your broker, you need to have account. Okay, so not so quite complicated. They're going to give you a like a password and a username. Okay, they're going to provide you that in your email once you open an account in a broker. Okay, and you have to connect that in a platform that it can be called MT4, MT5. Those are basically the same. Okay, or their own how do you call their own platform. Okay, so they may have other type of platforms where you are going to buy or sell. In some cases, most of the cases, you can also buy or sell with your phone in your mobile app. Okay, so that's quite convenient if you are moving or traveling. Okay, now you just have to connect that username and account number. No, sorry, account number and password. Yeah, that was. Okay, you just have to connect that and you're ready to go. Once you do that, they are going to ask you to deposit some money in the account. Okay, in the account of your broker. So you have to make some deposit of cash. It's going to depend of your region, but you are going to have various options of deposit. Some of the brokers, they say that you can only withdraw in the future that money with the same account that you have deposited at first. Okay, so remember that. If you are thinking to use 2 accounts, be careful with that, because you put money with this account and you have to take out with the same account. Okay, that's for tax regulations and other things also, so that's very important. And now after that, there is some brokers that you can deposit with one account and withdraw with others, but just when those 2 accounts are in your name. Okay, so remember that, that's very important. Also, you may or you may not have to complete some registrations, depending on where you live. Some registrations, some verification for your ID, your direction, some bill of water, electricity, or any kind of proof that you live there. That's also part of the process of opening a broker account. Okay, so next, after you do the deposit, you are just basically ready to start trading. Okay, but this is more important than all the steps before. This is like religion. Okay, remember, this is very important. Okay, so I want you to pay a lot of attention to this. You are going to lose all your money the first time that you trade. Okay, this is like initiation for everybody, unless you are some kind of god in trading. Okay, you are more probable to lose your money in trade. Okay, why? Because trade is not different of anything in this world. So if you have not or zero experience, you're most probably are going to fail. Okay, so this is very important to remember. That's why a lot of people recommend to open how do you call fantasy account or practice account, which is fake money. It's like some kind of game when they give you, for example, $10,000 of practice money. But don't do that. Okay, this is very important. Don't do that, because it's not real. You're going to feel like a game, and you're going to start winning and winning and winning, and you are going to be very happy, and then you're going to deposit I don't know, 1,000, 10,000, $100,000, and then you're going to lose all when you are going to switch to the real account. Okay, why this happens? Because when people don't use their money, the real money, they don't have feelings over those bills. Okay, remember that. So when you don't have any kind of feel, you can do what you should to do in reality, and that's how you supposed to trade. But in the real world is the when you put money in your trading account, you start to getting nervous, anxious, stress, and all that kind of things, and you start to think irrationally. So that's why most of the people lose money in this world. So number one recommendation for my part is to deposit a minimum amount of money in that account, but real money. Okay, remember, it depends of your pocket. Okay, but I will say start with $10 or $100. Okay, something that it don't going to hurt you a lot, but also it's not like some shit money. Okay, you remember that. So it has to hurt you, but not so much, that amount that you're going to deposit. Okay, but prior of that, you should to have some idea of what kind of trading style indicators you're going to use. But that's why I'm making this series for beginners. Okay, so we are going to discuss that in the future. But that's the most important point of all. Okay, when I started at first, there's nobody, fucking nobody, that told me this. There was no videos in internet or nothing like that tells you the harsh truth. Okay, because everybody says, yeah, I won, I'm making money, yeah, but that's basically not true. Okay, most of those people, they're not even winning a penny of penny. Okay, so remember that. That's very important. Start trading, but start with real money, but not so much money that it can hurt you. That's very important. Okay, because I can promise you that you are going to lose that money. Okay, but this is very important. Why you do that is because you are going to have those real feelings of money, and what is related with trading. Okay, because if you don't have those real feelings, you are not going to know who you are in trading. Okay, because most of the people here don't lose money because they have a bad strategy or they have a bad indicator. Okay, most of them is because poor money management, poor risk management, and emotions, and all these two comes with these emotions. Emotions are the number one problem of all the traders, but most of them, they don't know. They think the indicator is bad, the strategy is bad, okay, but they're not doing right the stuff that you should do. So that's very important. I think this video has been too long, so this is going to be part 1. We are going to keep with part 2, where to start to look some strategies, ideas maybe, okay, what's the kind of mentality that you need to have, okay, that's also very important. And then we are going to continue with the part 3, okay. So if you find this very helpful, please leave your like down below, comment if you have any questions or suggestions in the channel, and if you want to know anything more, just leave it there. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.